Hi, Dr. Krista here. I thought we would talk about urgency in bowel movements because this is one I see often with folks, and it can be really frustrating and discouraging, feeling like everywhere you go, you have to know where the bathrooms are, just in case, on your trip from home to work, you know where all the bathrooms are. If you go shopping somewhere, you know where the bathrooms are. At work, you're afraid of being in meetings when this might happen. Not the way to live. So, there's a few things that could potentially be going on that we would need to investigate. So, oftentimes with urgency, there's some kind of inflammation going on in your gut, in your whole intestinal tract. And that can be from different things. That could be from foods you're eating. Even if they're healthy foods, there might be a food that you're particularly sensitive to, even if you weren't sensitive to it in the past. Our sensitivities change all the time because our immune system is constantly learning and changing. So we often have to figure out what those are. Could also be a combination of foods. There are certain things that are more irritating, like coffee, for example. A lot of people drink that so that they can have a bowel movement, because what it's doing is it's irritating the gut lining and making the body expel the stool. Not saying that you can't ever have coffee, but it's good to heal the inflammation in your gut so you're not as sensitive to it. Same with alcohol, that could certainly be a trigger for a lot of people. It's something like dairy, right? If you have lactose intolerance and haven't figured that out, or maybe it's celiacs, right? But it's not always these common foods. Sometimes it can be something completely different. And it could also just be inflammation from other sources, whether it be an imbalance of bacteria, which we can find out by checking to see all the different types of bacteria in your stool and seeing if some are too high and some are too low. Could be about digestive enzymes or hydrochloric acid levels. It could be maybe something like parasites, right? Or it could be actual structural issues within the bowel and intestine, or laxity in sphincters, right? So there's a lot of different things that could be contributing. Same with your hormones, right? Hormonal imbalances control kind of your metabolism and the pace, slow or fast, of moving stool along. But they also certain hormones can create laxity within your muscles, especially in your bowels. So that's something to look at as well. And, if you're not getting the right balance of micronutrients to create a healthy environment in your gut, that's going to be a big one as well. Sometimes we need more or less fiber depending on the person. But if you are someone who's having a lot of urgency, likely you're not absorbing what you're taking in, whether that be food or supplements. You're just probably getting that right out of your system real quick. So you may actually be wasting dollars on trying to figure it out supplementally or over-the-counter wise. So really important you figure out what that root cause is so that you can approach it in the right way.